today I'm seeing Sandy as her high school guidance counselor. Sandy is a senior in high school and she is returning to her home school after a maternity leave of absence. We're going to talk about how she's doing with her adjustments at home and at school, and see if there's any future plans we can think about and if there's a way to help her. Here we are. So, Sandy, how are you feeling today?
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay, yeah. I'm a little nervous. It's
Yeah.
coming back. It's kind of been a while. So,
How are things at home?
stressful. There's
Yeah?
a lot going on. I obviously have the new baby, and I've had teachers coming into the house to teach me while I was out, so, and I don't always get along with them, so that's been kind of stressful. They come when the baby's sleeping, and, I want to be sleeping, but I have to be doing schoolwork, and it's just been it's been difficult, so I'm kind of looking forward to having the baby go to daycare and me having a little bit of a break, I guess.
Getting a little space for yourself?
Yeah, I'm also really nervous about leaving her though, so
Sure.
it's bittersweet, I guess.
That sounds pretty natural. I mean,
Yeah,
being away from your baby.
yeah.
How's baby doing?
Good,
Yeah?
yeah, so
Yeah.
far,
Good.
yeah.
Good. How much help do you get from your mom and dad?
My mom is pretty helpful, and my dad does what he can too. My parents are divorced, so,
Okay.
they're pretty helpful at home. But I'm pretty much like on my own.
Hmm.
As far as everything else goes, like her dad's not around, so it's just me and the baby all the time. My mom works, my dad works too,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm kind of just like there with the baby, and my friends, I mean, I keep in touch with them, but like, I can't really do what they do anymore, so
Well, sure.
I didn't necessarily have the best friends before I had the baby anyway, so I kind of don't want to be doing what they're doing anyway, so.
Okay. Well, you probably feel like you're, on a different level than them right now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have to be responsible.
Absolutely. I mean, it sounds to me like you're finding ways to be very resourceful and
Trying.
taking care of things.
I'm trying.
When you said that you didn't always get along with some of the teachers that came to the house, can you tell me a little bit more about that?
There was just one teacher in particular, she just kind of, I don't know, she's a little bit invasive, a little bit in my business all the time, and I think maybe she's just pushing me to do better, and I just can't be bothered. I don't know what's going on. It's just stressful to have a baby at home and to be trying to do like schoolwork and a lot of it, because I'm so behind with all my credits and stuff. I'm having to do so much to make up, and it's just overwhelming at times.
I believe it.
And she's very like, this has to be done right now, you can't quit, like keep going, keep going, keep going, and I just want to take a break, so.
Yeah, that sounds like maybe she isn't tapping into what really motivates you. She's maybe coming from a different place there. I don't know, but hey, you're going to be back here. Do you have friends that have been supporting you and been
I have
kind
a
of
few.
coming with you on this change?
I have a few.
Yeah?
I'm still like nervous about gym,
Oh, sure.
because I have to change in front of other people.
Okay.
Some things have changed, so
Yeah.
it's a little bit nervous. I'm a little nervous for that. I'm excited to go back to art class, that's for sure.
That's wonderful.
Not too excited about any academic classes
Okay.
though.
Okay.
But I do want to get through like high school. I just want to be done with it already. But I have like a handful of friends that have kind of been with me.
Art class, I saw a little sparkle in your eye there when you talked about art class. What do you like to do? Do you like to draw? Do you like to paint?
All of it.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I really like the teacher.
Okay.
Mrs. Schwind is kind of like awesome, so
What kind of awesome?
she's like super cool.
Super cool. All right. All right.
She's mean sometimes, but
Oh.
she's super cool.
All right.
She's
Well,
like teacher mean, you know.
teacher mean, yeah.
Yeah,
She
teacher
can be a
mean.
human being and, you know.
Yeah, she has expectations and whatnot.
Right. Expectations.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a thing. But I mean, that sounds like something at least to kind of look forward to
Yeah,
in
definitely looking forward to that.
today. That you can kind of, you know, maybe be a little expressive.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. So, what do you think might be your biggest challenges starting back at school now? What do you imagine is going to be your biggest hurdle?
Staying out of trouble, to be
Okay.
honest, is probably gonna be the hardest thing.
So tell me, not to interrupt too much, but what kind of trouble?
Well, I know you're like newer to the school and stuff, but
Very.
before you came, I didn't come to class a lot, and I got in a lot of fights and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, and I went to a lot of schools, so it's just like I'm nervous.
Mhm.
Like I guess not nervous. I'm nervous for everything, but
Okay.
I keep saying that, but like that friend group, I just need to sort of stay away from and just kind of stay in my lane and do my thing and not get drawn back into that and be tempted to go back down those roads. And I want to go to class and I want to finish school and I need my diploma to do anything so I can be a good mom. So like, don't want to get in trouble.
Of course, of course. I mean, it sounds like you are trying to go down a more adult pathway now.
Yeah.
And I think that is really, really noble. That's gonna serve you really well.
I'm a little like concerned with how some of the teachers will view me too, just because I was kind of known as like that kid, and now I'm back at this school, and I'm a little concerned about how everyone's going to view me actually, because I'm I think the only person who's had a baby in this school,
Okay.
and I mean I just don't want people to like judge me or whatever, because if somebody says something, I just don't want to lose my temper as I have in the past and then get myself in trouble.
Well, it sounds like you have a big opportunity to remake your image
Yeah.
and you know, show everybody the best parts of you, the responsible parts of you. You know, maybe you do have more on your plate now than everybody else, and they might not completely understand that. But
Yeah.
but it sounds like you have a pretty good vision of where you want to be with yourself as this new chapter starts.
Yeah. I
Um,
think so.
So, just curious, when you said you got into a lot of fights and stuff, are you typically sort of scrappy and quick to get angry, or was that sort of an isolated thing?
It wasn't.
No?
No,
Okay.
Kind of how I've been.
Yeah.
It's kind of how my dad is, so I
Okay.
have his temper.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm working on it. Trying to be less of a hothead.
All right.
I mean, I definitely feel like I'm calmed down being home with the baby, but like nothing's been around. Nothing. I've had nothing to deal with, I guess, and now,
That's
yeah. Well, and I don't like, I used to go out all the time, like my mom could never get me to stay home, and now I just feel like I live in my house all the time.
Sure.
I don't do anything anymore, so
Sure. Well,
that's helped me.
that sounds like when you said you don't do anything anymore, it sounds like maybe you do want to do some things. What do you do that kind of takes care of you? That makes you happy?
Well, I still paint and stuff at home.
Okay.
I've painted a few things of the baby, but I don't like get to go out and do stuff with like other kids my age.
Yeah.
Because I have a baby now, and like I said, I have a few friends that I'm able to do things with, but like my one friend, he's on the football team and he's always busy, and then my other friend, she's kind of from that friend group that I'm sort of trying to distance myself
Yeah.
from. So I'm still really close to her in particular,
Okay.
but there's kind of like a divide because she's still actively involved with those people and I don't want to be.
And you
So.
need to separate yourself from that
Which,
influence.
like, she's been really good about,
Yeah.
but, I mean, she's got nothing holding her back, so she
Right.
still does what she does.
Right.
And she's busy with them all the time, so kind of like just on my own, at home all the time.
Okay.
So that sucks.
So that's obviously a little difficult to kind of form some new friendships, you know, and get those people in your life that support you.
I mean,
Right.
I have like a lot of people that I know. I'm friendly with like everyone.
Okay.
I don't have, it's not like, you know, people hate me or I hate people. Like, I have lots of acquaintances, but I just don't have any like close friends. So
Yeah,
I've kind of come to terms with that's probably how it's gonna be now.
maybe for a little while. Maybe for a little while. But I think, you know, as life goes on, and I think your baby's gonna, you know, take you into some social circles that will definitely expand your world, and you might, I would just say, be open to, you know, meeting some people that might turn into good friends and support you, and just be people to talk to.
Yeah, maybe.
So, where do you see yourself going? Where do you see yourself, I would say, this time next year?
I don't know, everybody seems to think I just need to graduate high school and like go to work or something, but I feel like,
That doesn't sound like what you want.
well, I don't wanna be broke forever, like what am I gonna do?
Yeah, you gotta support yourself, of course.
Like, but it'd be really, really hard, like we'll see how this goes, but it will probably be really hard to go to college with a baby. And I don't wanna have to rely on my parents forever, but I also don't wanna be broke forever too,
Right. That's
so I don't
finding
know.
that balance of, you know, surviving and getting yourself down the road to where you want to go.
I'm not sure what I wanna do. I know my parents are pushing me to get a job.
Okay.
They haven't even talked about college. They talked to my little sister about college, but they don't talk to me about college.
Mm.
I'm the older one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds like that doesn't sound fair to you.
I think it's maybe just because I've been so like bad and I won't even go to school. I wouldn't go to school before, so
Yeah, sort of.
now they just don't think I want to. But I don't know. College might be fun.
It will certainly open doors. Absolutely. You know,
Maybe.
when you figure out that direction that you want to go in,
Yeah.
you know, plenty of people get themselves through college and have a family at the same time. So I don't think I would necessarily say that, you know, baby, you know, is exclusive from college and, you know, doing what you want with your life. It might make it harder, of course, but I think if you have a pretty clear vision about what you want, you could do that.
Well, that's good to know.
Absolutely.
It kind of seemed like it was not a thing I was going to be able to do. But
Yeah.
hopefully. I mean, I don't know what I'd go for, but
That takes some sitting down, maybe when you have a minute, imagine what it would be like.
Yeah.
And then we can work on putting some building blocks together around that.
Okay.
Well, I think we are about done for today. I am so glad you came in.
Thanks.
You're welcome.